We have arrived at game number 20, the Hannibal Pirates and the Camp Point Central Panthers, to wrap up the 2025 edition of the Rumble on the River presented by Muddy River Sports at John Wood Community College. Good evening to you once again. I'm Charlie Hull. Jack Hull, Brian Shoemaker will be joining us on the call. John and Jacob helping us with the videography here this evening. And it has been a fun week here at the John Wood Community College Student Activity Center, and a good contest to finish it out with a great crowd on hand. We'll talk about the matchup between the Pirates and the Panthers on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show after this.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account, plus ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Starting this Saturday, Jersey's in Mount Sterling is pleased to announce we will be opening at 11 a.m. from November 29th through January 10th. So head to Mount Sterling this Saturday for ice skating at the rink, lunch or dinner at Jersey, and that perfect Christmas tree at Blue Mountain Christmas Trees, all in Mount Sterling, Illinois.
Sports families, come check out Central Valley Sports, the new facility in town. Located 3 miles south of Winchester at 520 Winchester Glasgow Road. Batting cages, pitching mounds, pitching machines, and more. Open to all ages and skill levels. The facility is available for team rental, individual membership, and family memberships. Be sure to check out the Central Valley Sports Facebook page for more information and stay up to date on individual lessons and camps offered throughout the year.
Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs.
Press Yours on You and the Walker family are starting their 20th year of serving the Camp Point community and surrounding areas by helping businesses, schools, and families with custom solutions that stand out. For parents and students, get game day ready in our 1,400 square foot retail store, packed with spiritware for 5 local high schools. Hoodies, tees, Letterman jackets, and accessories. We've got the gear you need to show your pride. Come see why Press Yours on You has been trusted for 20 years. Press Yours on You, right on Highway 24 in Camp Point. Find us on Facebook, and from our family to yours, thank you for supporting local.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show with locations in Liberty, Berry, Pittsfield, and Hannibal. Great Rivers Bank here to serve the entire region with the best in banking services close to where you live and with you all the time on the go at greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. The Hannibal Pirates and the Central Panthers here in the final game of the night for the 2025 Rumble on the River. Been a lot of fun bringing all the games to you. And looking forward to this matchup. A young squad for Camp Point Central. James Barnett's team, though, has been in some very competitive contests recently against some of the best small school teams in the area, including Brown County and Liberty.
Well, I don't think it's, the rumors of Camp Point Central's demise from basketball may have been a little untold here. This team's been competitive against Brown County. They've been competitive in some other games in this situation, and seem like they're coming along fast would be the best way to describe it.
Josh Pickett's team, without a senior on the roster, but a large junior class they're really counting on to help get the Pirates back in the win column.
Well, it's a team that's also made a state championship run in football. They are just getting their hoops legs underneath them, Charlie, as we get ready for this one. We'll step aside here real quick for the Farm and Home Supply starting lineups. We'll be right back after this.
I want you to stop for a second and think of somebody that's really hard to buy for this Christmas. Well, you got it? Well, now give me 25 seconds to prove there's something for them at your local Farm and Home Supply. And it's on sale now through December 24th, including 20% off all boots and shoes. And get 30% off our entire toy department. And everyone needs at least one more blanket. Take 30% off all throws and blankets, including this #1 rated softest blanket by our Blanket Snob. If you can't come up with anything, visit your local store at their gift tables to find some inspiration, like this.
See all these deals and more right now at farmandhomesupply.com.
Before I started at DOT, it was like a real low point in my life. I just lost my house, and I just wanted something to get myself back on my feet. I met a driver named John, and he was like, man, come to DOT. They'll pay for your school. They'll pay for your CDLs. I applied, and ever since then, I've been very grateful. Since I've been here, I've had the opportunity to save money to buy me a home within the next couple of months. It's definitely been great. When my life needed direction, I took the wheel.
Hey everyone, it's me, Frosty, and this holiday season at Cascom, what goes good with presents and family time? Bundling! Be sure to bundle any Cascom internet services with a phone line for only $10 more a month for 6 months. We know I can handle it being cold outside, but you're not going to want to be outside, so stay cozy with internet and home phone service. Call my friends at Cascom today at 800-252-1799.
Your Jeep, truck, and SUV are only as good as the tires and rims they run on. On or off-road, go full throttle.
Time for the Farm and Home Supply starting lineups. Farm and Home Supply really is maybe one of the most versatile stores of all time. Snacks, hoodies, lots of things for you when it comes to the spring, but Brian, right now in winter weather, it's all the things to help you get rid of that 4-letter word.
Dot pretzels and a little snow salt will take you all the way. Charlie Hall is the starting 5 here for both squads. First for the Central Panthers.
James Barnett's squad will start the following at the guard. He's a 5'9 sophomore. That's Luke Houston. At another guard, the 6'1 junior Corbin Hoosier. And at the third guard, he's a 6'2 sophomore Luke Ippenson. At a forward, he's a 6' senior Caden Niekamp. And at the other forward, he's the 6'3 freshman Braxton Kessner. Kessner, Ippenson, Niekamp, Hoosier, and Houston for the Central Panthers. For the Hannibal Pirates, Josh Pickett's squad will start at a guard, a 6'3 junior Ben Richards. At a second guard, a 6'1 junior Reed Holiday. At a third guard, he is a 5'8 junior Darian Washington. At a guard/forward, he's a 6'4 junior Christian Douglas. And Zach Locke in the starting lineup, a 6' junior. Locke, Douglas, Washington, Holiday, and Richards for the Hannibal Pirates.
You'd have to start a Holiday this close to the holiday, wouldn't you, Brian?
Well, it's a little on the nose, but I would agree at this time of year, Jack. Nice crowd here in attendance here. Hannibal's brought a nice little crowd over, and of course the Camp Point following is always strong. Again, both of these squads, traditionally deep postseason runs. Camp Point stopped a little bit shorter than normal, but Hannibal's been playing deep into the season and had to play a few days later because of snow outs and reschedules, and they were about to play that state championship game in an old Denny's parking lot if they had to.
Whatever it takes. Douglas jumps against Ippenson, and the tip is up and controlled by the Hannibal Pirates as Ben Richards runs it down. Washington will walk it across. Sporting the bright neon shoes. Easy to spot here as the ball comes out front to Zach Locke. And a holding foul going to be called under the basket. Looks like this one's going to be against Caden Niekamp.
Niekamp said, hey, it's not that far from football season. Can I hold this guy? He's a little bigger than me. His first, team first.
It'll be ball out of bounds on the sideline here as the foul occurred under the basket, but the ball was still out front.
Niekamp coming back from an ankle injury, the opposite ankle he hurt in football.
He's had a little problem with the injuries here in the last go of it. Hopefully he can stay healthy for the rest of his senior season activities. As here's a three on the way by Ben Richards, no good. Douglas gets the rebound and then threw the pass out of bounds. So a rebound and a turnover, and it heads the way of Camp Point Central.
Douglas has got some hops on him. He got up for that rebound.
Camp Point Central on the attack for the first time as Luke Ippenson brings it across. Felt the double team coming his way, off to Hoosier. To Houston, now the baseline, Ippenson. Shot fake and trying to go up with it. Shot up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Douglas. He'll throw it quickly into the front court to Locke. Dribbles toward the right wing, now has picked up the bounce. Down low to Douglas. Douglas with a spin move through some traffic. Shot no good, fouled. And he'll shoot two shots.
See who they call the foul on.
Looked like that was Niekamp again.
They only put one hand up with the 5, but here comes his replacement, I do believe.
First one by Douglas is off the front of the iron and no good. Strikes. Come out and enjoy the fun at Strikes, formerly known as Bowlers Universe in Pittsfield. They're open Monday through Thursday, 11 to 10, Fridays until midnight, Saturdays 4 to midnight. They have a great special going on New Year's Eve for couples to come out and bowl the night away. Second one is good by Douglas, and 1-0 Hannibal here in the top of the first. Kestner gets the ball to Ippenson. He's off to the races into the front court. Down low, Bachhold puts up a shot, no good. Douglas with another rebound. Gets it off to Locke. Zach Locke on the bounce for the Hannibal Pirates. Looking in the post. Now we'll get it down to Douglas. He'll attack. Kick to the wing. Locke from the wing, no good. Rebound pulled down by Ippenson for Central. Ippenson didn't know the defender was behind him. The ball knocked loose. Kept it alive long enough for Kestner to pick up. And he has his shot blocked on the play by Holiday. He'll get the board as well. Good hustle by Reed Holiday all the way down the floor that time to be a pest on the defensive side. Now here's Washington, and he'll be called for the offensive foul as they say he extended the front arm. That's Darian Washington with the offensive foul and a turnover.
Well, the defender really had great position, but must have extended the arm, I guess.
Here's a turnover now as the ball stolen away by Holiday. Up and under, blocked by Kestner. Out of bounds, it'll stay with Hannibal on this end as the two teams quickly trade the turnovers. Locke to throw it in. Into the corner, Holiday. Wide open three. Can't get it to go. Ippenson has the rebound for Central. So both teams still searching for their first field goal of the contest. 1-0 Hannibal on top thanks to that single free throw by Christian Douglas. And now a foul whistled out front, this time against the Pirates.
Holiday picks it up, his first, team second.
Out of bounds on the sideline for the Panthers. Houston will go get it and walk it across. Bachhold on the wing. Try to skip pass. Stolen away by Holiday. He'll push the pace. Now has it knocked away, and he gives it right back. Houston with the takeaway. Pushes it ahead for Hoosier. Hoosier with the layup on the left side. Up and good. Count the basket and... well, it went in anyway. I think he was going to call the goaltending because he slapped the backboard, and now we'll get a whistle and a timeout for Camp Point Central, who takes their first lead of the game, 2-1, 5:34 to play in the first on this Adams Fiber timeout.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Ask Mid-State Insurance Agency in Pittsfield if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Keep going. More. No, stop!
Adams Fiber, they are here for you whether it's game day or every day. They provide lightning fast internet. No matter what life throws at you, they've got the package that fits your needs. Adams.net, or our friends at Adams Fiber. Turnover on Hannibal out of the timeout here as Corbin Hoosier gets the steal. Off to Ippenson into the front court. Has picked up the bounce over the top to Houston. A pass too high and out of bounds. Turnover on Central already there, 6th. Call it their 3rd. Well, you held up 6 fingers. What did you want me to say? 33rd. All right, good point.
3 on each side.
Oh.
Most people could have picked up on that, but it's Christmas. I'll be nice.
Huh. Hold up this picture and tell me what you see, Charlie.
It's a cloud.
It's a sailboat.
Here's Richards. He'll work it out front to Zach Locke. Locke with a drive inside, tucked it under and went to the hoop. Put it in for 2. And puts Hannibal on top, 3-2. Hoosier the long bounce pass down to Backel. Gets the runner to go. Good transition game by the Central Panthers to retake the advantage.
3 lead changes already.
And now a pass behind Holiday and out of bounds, and that will be the 4th turnover on the Hannibal Pirates.
Getting a nice look here at that last basket from Camp Point Central in transition here on our Northwestern Mutual Instant Replay.
Sheila Davidsmeyer and her team at Northwestern Mutual in Pittsfield. Check them out for all of your financial services needs. Here's a drive-in by Kessner. The lefty misses it. Rebound, a battle for it. Gets it back. Shot no good. But a foul called, and Braxton Kessner will head to the free throw line to shoot 2 as the Pirates whistled for the infraction. That's Christian Douglas with a foul. His first. 3rd team foul.
Freshman Kessner didn't back down. 4-3 Camp Point Central.
First one is good for Kessner. LSSD Trucking and 3D Leasing. Call the Dunhams and their professional team for all of your trucking and hauling needs. 217-285-2808 for LSSD Trucking and 3D Leasing.
Referee talking to the players about keeping a separation, and Backel's going, I'm just standing here.
Amion Bradford, the 5'9 junior guard, wearing number 24, checked in for Hannibal here during the break.
Kessner can't get the second to fall, and another rebound for Christian Douglas. He's gathering those in a hurry tonight. Bradford with it out top to Douglas. Turns and faces at the top of the key. Takes the ball handoff, now loses his footing as he and the defender collided, and they'll call him for a traveling. Turnover on the Pirates. We'll give it back to Central. They have a 5-3 lead just over halfway through this first period. Now Kessner into a double team in the backcourt, in some trouble, and a whistle and a timeout on the Adams Fiber timeout taken for the Central Panthers. 3:51 to play in the first. Central on top of Hannibal, 5-3.
Back after the Adams Fiber timeout, Central leads Hannibal 5-3 here. 3:51 left to go in the first quarter. Checking in on some scores here. Oregon, Sco Ducks, big over James Madison in the opening round of the college football playoff.
You guys ever been in one of those playoff pools where you just randomly pick a couple of teams? I got the 6 and the 12. It's not looking good. Ole Miss. Here's a 3 by Ippenson, no good.
Well, you got one of them left.
Well, rebound pulled down by Holiday. He's got it out top. Gets it to Washington, who will direct some traffic. Douglas way out front with Niekamp guarding him. Niekamp with 2 fouls here, but back in the game with 3:17 to play in the first quarter. Missed shot. Douglas tried to shove it off down low. Pass stolen away. No. Hoosier could not corral it. Locke with it out front. That's to Washington. Lets the man fly by. Misses the three. Hustling after another rebound, Christian Douglas, and a foul call.
It's still football season somewhere. Maybe here on the John Wood court tonight.
Kessler needs to be careful about getting his arm caught in there with Douglas. He about ripped it off.
Luke Houston will sit down as Wes Homan comes in for Camp Point Central, the 5'8 freshman. Douglas on the inbound to Washington. Over to Locke. Dribbles to the corner. Back out to Washington with 2:45 to play in the first. Douglas. Washington. Very presidential pass there on a drive inside. Nice dish down to Locke, who puts it up and in for two. A fancy pass and a finish for Locke. And this game's tied at 5 points apiece on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. Homan with it deep in the backcourt, has it knocked away, trying to run it down, close to 10, and that is 10. They had a turnover on Camp Point Central.
They're fourth of the ball game.
Getting a look here at the Northwestern Mutual replay. That nice dish in the post there for Hannibal to get us tied back up here at 5 points apiece.
Washington had the nice pass. He'll sit down as Bennett Straub into the game for the first time. And the inbounds pass stolen away by Kessner. He'll bounce it down to Ippenson. Ippenson attacks the rack, puts it in with the right hand for two. Central back up by a pair of points. Pass goes through the hands of Bradford. Ran it down near the sideline. Up top to Straub. He'll try the drive in. Left-hand runner no good. But bumped and fouled, and he'll shoot two.
Holman will pick up the foul. 2 free throws to be shot. 1:56 left in the first quarter. 7-5 Central over Hannibal. Straub looking for his first points. A little short on the first one.
Waters Concrete offering quality concrete for your new build. Driveways, decorative patios, sidewalks, anything with concrete. Waters Concrete ready to serve you. 309-252-1052 for Tim Waters at Waters Concrete.
Second one good, and Straub's on the board with 1 point.
Makes it a 7-6 score. We don't have to say that the other way around. Here's a three on the way by Hoosier, no good. Rebound kept alive and run down here by Bradford. He's quickly with it into the front court. Attacks down low. Got too far into the basket. Missed the shot. Kessner with the rebound and a foul by Bradford.
I think it's Locke, is it not?
It's Bradford.
You would know.
Hoosier to trigger, length of the court to go. Finds Niekamp, and he travels. He did. He came down with a little 1-2, how do you do, and a turnover for Central right in front of their own bench. .137 to play in the first. A close game. Not the prettiest of basketball games that I've ever seen, but it is close. As Christian Nyson gets a touch, and he'll be called for traveling.
8 turnovers on Hannibal, 5 on Central, 13 turnovers to go with 13 points in the game. 7-6 Camp Point Central.
Ben Richards back in the contest here for Hannibal, the 6'3 junior guard.
Camp Point Central, the 7-6 advantage, and the basketball in the backcourt as Hannibal pulls the pressure off on this trip down. At least in the full court. They're all over you once you get on this side. That's a pretty physical play out there by Bradford. Kessner finds the pass. He'll try the drive. Now has picked it up, needs some help. That help comes in the way of Ippenson to Homan with 14 on the shot clock. Hoosier going to rip and go on the baseline. Out to Kessner. Three-pointer on the way up. Can't connect. Rebound fought for. Niekamp goes and gets it. A fresh 20 for the Panthers with 50 seconds to play in the first. Homan bounce pass will lead his man into the backcourt and in fact out of bounds, and a turnover on the Central Panthers will give it back to Hannibal. 44.3 seconds to play in the opening period. Ben Richards will be the man to throw it in. Looking here, finds Bradford out front. The ball handoff over to Locke, now to Straub. Nice, and the sophomore post player. Little screen and roll action, pull-up jump shot. Straub no good, gets his own rebound. He'll put it up on the floater. Putback will fall. It's Bennett Straub, the freshman, with the putback. Gives Hannibal the 8-7 advantage. 20 ticks left in the first as the shot clock is turned off. Ippenson, he's got it on the bounce with 10. Out to Homan. Can the Panthers beat a buzzer here? They'll also get the ball to start the second quarter. We'll come back to the corner. Homan stepped out of bounds. He did, right along that sideline. That right foot went out of bounds, and a turnover on Camp Point Central. 1.7 seconds left.
Got really excited to shoot that three and just let that leg swing a little too far.
Inbounds pass in. The Pirates will not take a three-quarter court. Even after one on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard, it's Hannibal 8, Central 7.
At Benson Financial Group, our first investment is you. Where are you today and where do you want to go? From spending time with your family, serving your community, or traveling to the places on your bucket list, your retirement plan should reflect what matters to you. Let's talk about how to get you there. Together, our team of advisors map your route and walk beside you through life's transitions, the good ones and the hard ones too. No matter where you are today, we will help you find the right path and stay there. At Benson Financial Group, we help you retire with purpose.
Stotzi Automotive and Tire, located at 201 Adams Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is your local automotive repair shop. Whether you need an oil change, brake job, alignment, engine repair, or new tires, Stotzi Automotive is here with honest and competitive pricing. Call Reagan and his team today to schedule your appointment. 217-740-5010. That's 217-740-5010 for Stotzi Automotive and Tire.
First 8 minutes in the book. 8-7 Hannibal. They're 3 of 10, 30%, 0 of 4 from the arc, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. 3 of 10 for Central, 30%, 0 of 2, and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. That's the difference, a single point. And we're ready for second quarter play-by-play.
It'll be Camp Point Central basketball to start the second period. They have Bachhold out there along with Noah Iltz for the first time. Ippenson, Houston, and the fifth man is Kestner, who has picked up the dribble. The Iltz on the right wing. As the zone for Hannibal continues to really press the guards out top. Houston, deep in the corner, it goes to Bachhold. Skip pass over to Kestner. He'll drive, pull up a little left-hand runner, no good. On the rebound, Iltz has it on the offensive side. Second chance opportunity. Ippenson trying to muscle up and is fouled on the floor. Nope. They're going to call it on the shot and have him shoot two. The basket went in. So they're going to say count the basket? Yes, they are. Count it.
Christian Nyson whistled on the foul here for Hannibal.
So Ippenson gets the bucket and gets the free throw, correct?
Correct. 9-8 lead and trying to complete the and one opportunity and can't find the mark as the rebound pulled in by Christian Nyson. Nyson's out there along with Locke, Bradford, Straub, and the fifth man is Ben Richards, who's got the ball out front. This is the same group that ended the first quarter for the Pirates. Low-scoring contest as Bachhold's going to get a steal. Now the ball bounces away, runs it down to the front court. To Iltz, out top, Ippenson as the Panthers will set up. Pirates will do a little substituting on the next dead ball. Not an overly deep bench for either of these squads, really. And now a reach-in foul called against Bradford.
His second, first team foul.
We'll see Douglas back into the game, also returning Reed Holiday and Darian Washington for Hannibal. On the other side, Corbin Hoosier will replace Noah Iltz. Kestner back to the corner in Houston. Ippenson on the right side, Hoosier. He'll put it on the deck. Now the ball tipped away and somehow saved in. Run down by Ippenson. He'll have the pass down low. That's to Hoosier. Runner-up no good. Rebound pulled down by Christian Douglas. And he'll be called for an offensive foul as he threw the elbow, the official says.
That'll be his second team foul. Turnover number 10 on Hannibal.
Coach Pickett saying, I don't disagree that he threw the elbow, but did he get grabbed on the arm first, which is why he was trying to clear it? The world may never know. Ippenson with it at the free throw line. Pull up jump shot off the mark. Rebound Hoosier, skied high, kept it alive to Kessner for the little leaner for the lefty. Up and good for 2.
Their biggest lead.
Washington with it. Gets it into Douglas. He'll drive in. Got his feet kind of tangled up, but gets it to go as he's falling down.
Washington.
That was Douglas.
Thank you.
Into the front court. Bounce pass down to Ippenson. Travels. As the pass was a little behind him, had trouble with the catch as well with a turnover on Camp Point Central.
Their 8th. 10 for Hannibal.
As we said, hasn't been the prettiest of basketball games.
That's why we put 40 turnovers on each side on our sheet.
I hope not. Holiday works off of the screen from Douglas. To Locke on the right side. He tries the drive, shut off there by the good defense of Houston. Over on the wing, it comes to Washington for 3, no good. Locke with the offensive board. Put back through the cylinder and in for 2.
He's got 6.
And Hannibal has the 12-11 lead. Kessner the other way, spins, leaves it for Hoosier. He'll put it up on the run, no good. Trying to go after the rebound, and they're going to say a foul called here, I believe, on Corbin Hoosier.
His first.
Length of the court to go for the Hannibal Pirates. Pirates a fairly significant enrollment advantage over Camp Point Central.
Just a little bit.
But they only let you play with 5.
Just true. Here's a 3 on the way on the right side by Richards, no good. Rebound batted around and finally pulled down by Washington, who drives into the left hand. Gets it to go. Darren Washington with a nice take to the hole.
Their biggest lead.
A quick 6-point swing. Houston drives the lane, has picked it up. Throws it out top to Ippenson. He'll try the dribble drive in, kicks it out, and it's stolen away here by Reed Holiday. Holiday on the dribble drive into the front court. Nobody stops him. Scoop shot up, blocked by Houston out of bounds. It'll stay with Camp Point Central underneath as Niekamp comes back in. Also, Iltz returns to the lineup as Kessner and Bachholm take a chair. Locke to throw it in, does so out top to Richards. Guarded there by Ippenson, shuts down the drive, leaves it out to Washington. Little crossover back to the right hand, can't get it to go, but fouled by Houston as Washington heads to the strike.
I think it'll be Houston's first foul of the ball game.
And to the free throw line, Tyrion Washington is the 5'8 junior guard for the Pirates. First one, nothing but net.
Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank, here to help you with your auto, residential, and commercial loan needs. Give Damon a call at 217-285-4404 for Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank.
Second one, Washington, pure on both shots. And the lead, a 5-point advantage now for the Pirates on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. Houston has picked it up. Bad pass here, but Niekamp able to run it down. His right hand shot up no good, but they'll say that's because he was hacked in the act and heads to the charity stripe.
Okay, Niekamp will get a couple of free throws. 16-11 Hannibal, 3:57 left in the half. It was an 8-7 score. Hannibal with the lead after one quarter. And Niekamp's first is up and no good.
The Moose Lodge 420 is located near the square in Pittsfield. New specials each week. The food is hot, drinks are cold. Check out the Friday meals at the Moose Lodge 420 in Pittsfield.
Senior Caden Niekamp, 3-year or 4-year starter on the football team. Second one is good. His first point of the day.
16-12 the score. Hannibal has the lead and now the basketball back in their possession. Washington, they're going to see travel. And a turnover here for the Pirates. You guys know of any other Pirates as a mascot locally? I can't think of any others.
It's going to be a no for me. The Galena Pirates on the Illinois side, way upstate, Charlie.
As a missed shot, rebound comes down here to Holiday.
A powerhouse in volleyball over the past 4 to 5 years, the Galena Pirates.
There's a three put up and no good for Richards. Rebound to Houston. He wants to run. Into the front court, Isles with a spin move underneath. Good balance and recognition of where he was on the court by Noah Isles. The young freshman with a bucket in transition to make it a 2-point game again. Pirates give it to Douglas. Kicks to the wing. Good ball movement back to Washington. He'll try the drive against Houston. Spins. Got a little space. Shot up off the front of the rim. No good. Houston has the board. The left-hander into the front court. To Hoosier. So Houston's left-handed. Kestner also left-handed. Coach Tinhouse is working on some pitchers. Has a turnover here.
Get you a little battery built there.
Holiday out top to Douglas. He want to attack here. Instead pulls it back out. A three-pointer up and a connection from long distance for Zach Locke.
He's got 9 points in the game.
Lead back out to 5 for the Hannibal Pirates. Both of these teams really emphasize the defensive end as much as they do the offensive side. And that's been on full display here in this first half. Here's Hoosier caught underneath, kind of throws it up for grabs. Iltz goes and gets it with 10 to shoot. Houston, free throw line, Iltz. He'll put it on the deck. Left-hand shot off the glass. Nice soft touch on a good take. Iltz has a pair of buckets. Douglas out front. And a whistle and a foul away from the ball. On an illegal screen going to be the call here against one of the Hannibal Pirates. And this one's called on Holiday.
Be his second foul.
He'll sit down as Bennett Straub back into the game. Camp Point Central brings Kestner back on the floor. Player control foul. You shouldn't be shooting, right?
No.
Didn't think so, but
they look like they're going to shoot. No, it's a illegal screen.
It's a player control foul. You should not shoot free throws here. You want to involve me in the conversation? Player control foul. Take it out of bounds.
Yeah. And we get it sorted out.
He got together and got it right. That's the most important part.
Hardest thing he had to do there was to back up those 18 cheerleaders to have a spot to throw it in.
Well, not all 18 are out there because there's 6 or 7 down here in the bleachers. Cheerleading numbers maybe at an all-time high in the area. Here's the ball now going to be stolen away by Straub with the layup of the left hand up and good by the freshman, Bennett Straub.
He was fast.
Very quick. He's kind of deceivingly athletic, actually, and I don't mean that anything other than what I just said. He's a quick kid and got down the court in a hurry there. Not a very tall young man. They list him at 5'9". There's the ball now thrown up in the air, grabbed by Bachhold. 13 seconds on the shot clock, 47 seconds on the game clock. Here in the waning moments of this first half. Here's Kestner to Bachhold. Good find. And Colin Bachhold with the finish of the rim. Now the ball gets away at the end, so they'll give a warning to Camp Point Central to leave the ball alone after it goes through.
Check out this last basket here for Camp Point Central on the Northwestern Mutual replay.
Buckle, the powerful kid, a lot of explosion toward the rim.
That was quick.
2-second differential between the game shot and the shot clock here as Douglas gets the ball on the right side to Locke. Locke is really a steadying force for this Hannibal Pirates squad. Has not left the floor much for Coach Pickett. He's got it out front and looks to the bench for the play call. Directs some traffic, 5 to shoot. Out front Richards, and a whistle and a foul.
Hoosier going to be called for the foul as he was locking up in the middle there with the big man.
So that'll get rid of the shot clock with 4.4 seconds to play. Hannibal will have it underneath, or will it be on the side? Where was the ball was the question.
James Barnett says otherwise.
So he thought the ball was outside the perimeter. The referee saying no. The reason why, he didn't want to lob here for Douglas. But Douglas gets it out front to Washington. Over to Locke. Fakes the three. He will not get a shot off before the buzzer sounds. And we've reached halftime in the Little Jess Motors halftime show, where the Hannibal Pirates lead the Camp Point Central Panthers 21-18 at the break.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
Starting this Saturday, Jersey's in Mount Sterling is pleased to announce we will be opening at 11 a.m. from November 29th through January 10th. So head to Mount Sterling this Saturday for ice skating at the rink, lunch or dinner at Jersey's, and that perfect Christmas tree at Blue Mountain Christmas Trees, all in Mount Sterling, Illinois.
Press Yours On You and the Walker family are starting their 20th year of serving the Camp Point community and surrounding areas by helping businesses, schools, and families with custom solutions that stand out. For parents and students, get game day ready in our 1,400 square foot retail store, packed with spirit wear for 5 local high schools. Hoodies, tees, Letterman jackets, and accessories. We've got the gear you need to show your pride. Come see why Press Yours On You has been trusted for 20 years. Press Yours On You, right on Highway 24 in Camp Point. Find us on Facebook. And from our family to yours, thank you for supporting local.
Game Masters has your only indoor archery range. Come in and sharpen your skills at our 40-yard range. This state-of-the-art facility has over 30 3D targets and a virtual simulator. We offer hourly and daily rates along with monthly and annual memberships. Our memberships include range access from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. so you can come in and shoot at your convenience. Check out our Facebook page to find our membership options and discounts. Game Masters, we're passionate about the outdoors.
At Geared Up, we specialize in offering a diverse range of apparel, spirit wear for your favorite team, caps, custom embroidery items, and a whole lot more. We offer top-notch quality products and unique designs, all with a customer-centric approach. Your satisfaction is our top priority. Whether you're planning for a big event, needing apparel to support your favorite team, or want to showcase your business with a variety of products, Geared Up is here to make it happen. You'll find us just off the square in Pittsfield at WeGearYouUp.com or by calling 217-407-4515.
Hannibal led at 8-7 after a quarter, 21-18 at halftime. 6 lead changes in the ball game. We were tied at 5. Hannibal now leads at 21-18. They've turned the ball over 12 times in the first half. 2 fouls on Christian Douglas, 2 on Bradford, 1 on Washington, and 2 on Holiday in the first half. Panthers have turned it over 10 times at Camp Point Central. They have 7 rebounds in the first half. 2 fouls on Hoosier and 2 fouls on Caden Niekamp. Single fouls on Houston and Holman. It's 21-18 Hannibal at halftime. Shooting percentages and some individual scoring will come your way on the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram halftime show.
My name's Matt Keplinger. A lot of people call me Keppy. I've been a trainer now for 17 years. When we get the new hires come through the door, I try to treat them like family. This individual right here sent me this today. There's not too many men I admire I can't do it. There's not too many men I admire or that has made an impact in my life, but you've made that list. This is one of the reasons that I love my job, getting messages like this. When my life needed purpose, I chose Dot.
At Benson Financial Group, our first investment is you. Where are you today and where do you want to go? From spending time with your family, serving your community, or traveling to the places on your bucket list, your retirement plan should reflect what matters to you. Let's talk about how to get you there. Together, our team of advisors map your route and walk beside you through life's transitions, the good ones and the hard ones too. No matter where you are today, we will help you find the right path and stay there. At Benson Financial Group, we help you retire with purpose.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Little Jess, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, the Griffin family taking great care of their customers. You ought to be one. They've got Jeeps, Ram trucks, Cherokees, you name it, they can take care of you. Stop by and see them right across from Quincy Blue Devil High School. 21-18 Hannibal at halftime. They're 8 of 19 from the field, 42%. 1 of 7 from the arc, that's 12%. 4-6 from the free throw line. 9 points for Zach Locke in the first half. Christian Douglas has 3 points, but he's added 8 rebounds. 4 points for Darian Washington and 5 for Bennett Straub in the first half for Hannibal. Camp Point Central, 8 of 20, 40%, 0 of 2 from the arc. They're 1 of 4 from the free throw line. 3 guys with 4 points apiece in Bachholt, Ippenson, and Iles off the bench. 3 for Braxton Kestner, and a single point for Caden Niekamp in the first half. They only were able to pull down 7 rebounds as some second chance opportunities for Hannibal, but both teams need to clean it up a little bit on the turnover side, and it's still a tight battle. We'll take a break. We'll have second half play-by-play for you in just a little while.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
Go team go! Great Rivers Bank has a digital banking app worth cheering for. Move your money, pay your bills, deposit your checks. Hooray! Hooray! Set up a budget, manage your debit card, set up account alerts, and so much more. Our digital banking will give you a reason to stand up and cheer for banking. Learn more at greatriversbank.bank. Great Rivers Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When you're ready to restock your pantry, go to Kay's Family Food in Camp Point, Illinois. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. through 8 p.m. Be proud, Camp Point area. Kay's Family Food is the only locally owned grocery store in Adams County outside Quincy. Delicious donuts daily, great lunch specials, fresh cut meats, fresh produce. Kay's Family Food are committed to the area and the school. When you support your local store, they can support you and your school and community. When you need to restock, think of Kay's Family Food, 593-6814. Dear Western Grain Services Incorporated is proud to be Western Illinois' full-service feed and grain resource. DGS provides the knowledge, service, and products that will help you and your operation succeed. Our field staff covers Adams, Brown, Hancock, McDonough, Pike, and Schuyler counties and takes pride in making farm calls to work with you and provide the best nutritional program for your animal. Our full line of trucks and service locations can provide for a variety of your needs. Give them a call at 217-696-4461 or on the web at dearwestergrain.com. Sugar and Smoke, located on the west side of Pittsfield, offers the most delicious barbecue, ribs on the weekends, nachos, pony shoes, pork, chicken, and brisket. Reuben's so big, just ask for a box. Try the freezer meals by visiting their Facebook page. Wednesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Loaded baked potatoes, appetizers, delicious desserts. Don't wait, grab the gang and head to 1258 West Washington in Pittsfield. Call 217-922-0067. Sugar and Smoke, the talk of the area.
At Benson Financial Group, our first investment is you. Where are you today and where do you want to go? From spending time with your family, serving your community, or traveling to the places on your bucket list, your retirement plan should reflect what matters to you. Let's talk about how to get you there. Together, our team of advisors map your route and walk beside you through life's transitions, the good ones and the hard ones too. No matter where you are today, we will help you find the right path and stay there. At Benson Financial Group, we help you retire with purpose.
Thanks to Little Jess Motors for being our halftime sponsor. A 21-18 lead for Hannibal on top of Camp Point Central at the break. Hannibal will have the basketball to start the second half of play as Central sends to the court Ippenson, Hoosier, Kessler, Houston, and Niekamp, while Hannibal will counter with Washington, Douglas, Holiday, Richards, and the fifth man is Locke.
Sounds like a presidential debate.
Could be.
Somebody took the ball out of half court, Brian.
Hey. One time earlier at the beginning of the quarter when they took it out length of the court, I didn't know. That was a new one on me. Here's Douglas with it. He'll hand it off to Washington. He'll give it down low to Douglas. Going to go to work? No. Instead, back out to Locke. He'll drive in. Kick to the wing. Good ball movement to find the open shooter. Nice recovery by Kestner on the three-point shot block. Shot clock does not reset. Lob in now to Douglas. Help side man had gone away. And an easy two for the Pirates.
Did I really say that?
Did you really say what?
Length of the court at half court?
No, they took the ball out. Remember that to start that one quarter at the opposite baseline is a pull-up jump shot now good by Houston.
I'm going to take your word for it.
They said they thought it was a timeout, and I said, what was the end of the quarter? It was a timeout.
I think you were here for that game. Here's a pull-up jump shot off the mark for Holiday, and the rebound pulled down by Ippenson for Camp Point Central. 23-20 Hannibal on top as we're a minute into quarter number 3. This is game 20 of the Rumble on the River. Started way back on Tuesday. We've seen some really good matchups and some that have been not quite as good, but we've had a good time either way. As now Kestner going to muscle up and take it in for two.
Don't know how the freshman did that, but he's got 5.
He's pretty athletic, is Kestner. Now a take to the basket, shot up no good. Traveling the call anyway, they say on Reed Holiday. As we'll take a look at that last basket by Kestner on the Northwestern Mutual instant replay. That went right up against the bigger man in Douglas with some confidence and strength from the young man. 1 point game. Central could retake the advantage here.
6 lead changes so far.
Ippenson with it. He's been a little quiet offensively. He's a guy that can slash and get to the basket. Kestner back to Ippenson. Bounces at the high post Houston into Niekamp. He's going to go to work. Now looking for a shooter on the outside. That's Ippenson for 3. Rims in and out, no good. Douglas has the rebound. Quick way into the front court, Locke to Washington. Douglas at the high post, kind of bounced around there a bit. Into the corner, Holiday. He'll drive to the elbow. Down to Richards. Spins underneath, out of control. Gets it to go. And the official said he's fouled. He'll have an and one.
Spin move, throw her up there and see what happens. Houston picked up the foul, his second. Richards will shoot the free throw.
25-22, 5:47 left in the quarter. Free throw up, no good. Rebound comes off to Ippinson the other way.
He'll take the dribble himself into the front court. Patient with it now. Bad pass underneath, stolen away by Douglas. He'll try to take the bounce the other way. Lost the handle. Washington picks it up. He slipped on a slick spot out there. Now we get a held ball. And Washington and Houston give each other a high five and say, good work. Held ball will get the ball back to Camp Point Central here. Or did they? No, they called a foul.
Huh. Not really, did they?
So they just...
No, it's this opposite possession.
Okay. Well, they mentioned Bockold. Maybe that's because he just checked in. All right, Central ball. It was a held ball. I thought I saw what I saw. My eyes may be a little tired, but I think I could still recognize a jump ball. Seen a few of those. Here's a runner-up by Hoosier. Tell you what, this young man has really improved his game. As a younger kid, he was kind of more of a back-to-the-basket type of post player. And he's really turned into a nice 3 for this squad.
They're a young squad. They're going to keep getting better.
Here's a ball knocked off of Douglas. Or excuse me. Yeah, it was Douglas and out of bounds and a turnover on Hannibal.
14 on them. Panthers have turned it over 11 times. 25-24 Hannibal, and Central shoots for our 7th lead change.
Kestner with it out of a double team to Ippinson. Right back to Kestner. They play a little pitch and catch up above the volleyball spike line. Now they'll get it in the corner. Bockold, Hoosier, picked it up off of his shoe tops. He's in a bad spot, and a hold will be called now as they were trying to tie up the man, and Locke will be called for the reach.
Yeah, he kind of bailed him out that time.
So Locke's second foul. Here's a lob into Ippinson. Rims in and out, no good. Richards has the rebound for Hannibal.
Good play called by Coach Barnett.
Yeah, just could not get it to go through the cylinder. Holiday kicks to the wing. Locke open 3, buries it. Zach Locke with another triple.
Give him 12.
Makes it 28-24. Hannibal on top. 4:15 to play in the third on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. Now Ippinson has the ball go off of his hand into shoot top. Stolen away. Holiday on the run out. Lets the defender fly by. Misses the shot. And Houston grabs the board. He's behind the back with it into the front court. He'll lose the ball. Scramble on the floor for it. And Bockel will actually
picks the guy up off the floor.
He actually picked him up.
The ball and the player up off the floor. It's a great replay.
Not too bad we didn't have that one. We had the 3 on the other side by Locke, but that's kind of funny.
Time to get rid of the guys in the truck.
Bockel is a big boy for a sophomore in high school.
Yeah, he just said, hey, we got tied up together. I'll just pick you up. Pretty strong kid. I don't know what his deadlift is, but I'm going to say at least above 175. As here's a 3 tough step back shot, and Ben Richards with a smooth stroke. All of a sudden a 7-point lead for the Hannibal Pirates. Ippinson dribbles through a couple of guys. Pass tip. Bockold runs it down underneath. Got the man off of his feet. Through the contact and in for 2.
He's got 6.
We got that replay in the truck.
On the Northwestern Mutual Instant replay, Bockold Brian is just a big, strong kid.
Able to play through a lot of contact there and finishes up with the opportunity for the 3-point play.
6'3" sophomore now, 6 points. Make it 7 as he makes the free throw, and we're back to a 4-point game.
And then nice touch from the free throw line. Really good athlete is Bockold. You saw him run the ball a bit this year. Saw him play some.
Caught a couple passes and caught a couple people on the defensive side. Picked him up off the ground.
He'll get a pass on the baseline. Double dribbled. I think if he'd have just kept going, he might have been able to get away with it. But since he dribbled and went shoot, I think that's double dribbling, and a turnover is called.
He is the great nephew of Ruthie Elston Bockold, who was one of the best fast pitch pitchers back in the old Quincy Jets days. And she was quite an athlete, as was her husband, Frank.
The great-grandson?
Great nephew.
Great nephew. Now here's a 3 on the way by Locke. You know any of his relatives? I don't either, but he can shoot the three.
Padsy's dad.
On the court. 2:44 to play on the third on the Adams Network timeout. Dad jokes aside, we're back after this.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930. It's time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Matthews, and Kaylee Fessler. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you.
Adams Fiber, they're the official timeout sponsor on Central Illinois Sports, the hometown favorite for blazing fast internet. Whether it's game day or every day, Adams Fiber keeps you connected with the speed and reliability you need. Visit www.adams.net or 217-214-3423 to join the winning team. After the timeout, a 7-point Hannibal lead. Central on the attack as Bradford will knock it out of bounds.
Hoosier was caught, and he got aggressive and went right to the basket, but good defense by Hannibal that time.
Hoosier to throw it in. He will give it in to Kestner, who throws a pass behind the intended recipient, and they'll say that ball was tipped into the backcourt. So Ippenson able to run it down. 10 on the shot clock to Hoosier. Kestner in a really tough spot. Tried to bounce it off the defender, went between his legs, and a turnover. Into the front court, Bradford to Washington on the right wing. Fakes, now pulls up for the free throw line jump shot. He's got another two.
Give him 6.
The lead is 9 for Hannibal. Their largest of the contest, I believe. Now another pass just too wide for the intended recipient, and we got a whistle and a timeout taken by Camp Point Central on the Adams Fiber timeout. 1:50 to play in the third. Hannibal 36, Central 27.
Starting this Saturday, Jersey's in Mount Sterling is pleased to announce we will be opening at 11 a.m. from November 29th through January 10th. So head to Mount Sterling this Saturday for ice skating at the rink, lunch or dinner at Jersey's, and that perfect Christmas tree at Blue Mountain Christmas Trees, all in Mount Sterling, Illinois.
Every day, banks touch every corner of our lives. They support us when we turn life's goals into accomplishments. Goals like opening a small business, buying a home, planting a crop, having a baby. From your first car to life after retirement, Central State Bank is there for all of your life's milestones. CSB is central to your banking needs. Visit us in Clayton, Kinderhook, Pittsfield, Pleasant Hill, and Quincy, or at csb123.com. Central State Bank wishes all of the teams well on the hardwood this week.
Camp Point Central called the Adams Fiber timeout as they find themselves down 9. Hannibal will have the basketball as Central just turned it over again. And Hannibal's length and quickness on the defensive side has posed a problem for Camp Point Central so far in this one.
You got what? 2 sophomores and a freshman at least out there.
Well, you've got Iltz as a freshman as well, right?
Well, 2 freshmen and 2 sophomores, and trying to figure out what the 5th man, Hoosier, is.
Corbin Hoosier, he's the old man as a junior.
He might shave.
Here's a pass around the perimeter to Locke on the right side. Of course, Hannibal without a senior on the team, but a lot of juniors, as now Washington slips. And call for the travel.
A little slippery out there here in the late goings tonight.
They should put one of those signs up to let you know where it's slick.
Some gym floors everywhere.
Iltz on the right side to Ippenson. Down low, Bockled into a triple team. Ball stripped on the way up and taken away by Locke. Locke on the run into the front court. He'll leave it off on the left side. Holiday dials from distance and can't get it to go. Rebound put back. Bradford won't fall. Douglas with the board. He'll tap it up and in for 2. Christian Douglas another 2, and he's having a nice night on the board side as well.
7 and 10. 7 points, 10 rebounds.
And with less than a minute to play in the third, it's an 11-point Hannibal lead on the Ridgeline Sales Group scoreboard. Now the ball stolen away by Holiday. Pushes it ahead for Douglas. Look out, he's cleared for takeoff. He'll leave it up and in on the right side, or from the right hand on the left side. And the lead is 13. Turnovers mounting now for Camp Point Central. As Ippenson's got it out front, he'll try the bounce pass underneath. Hoosier, a little turnaround left-hand hook, no good. Rebound out of bounds, and they'll say it's off of Iltz. Heads the way of the Hannibal Pirates.
Getting a look at that last big basket there for Hannibal on the Northwestern Mutual instant replay. Hannibal doing a nice job getting the basketball out in transition.
So Douglas a point away now from the double-double. Locke and Washington just ran into each other. Washington says, I'll take it to the whole little spin move.
He's got 8.
Finger roll at the glass. Puts it in for another 2. Kestner going to launch a 3 as the buzzer sounds. It's off the iron. No good. And we head to the fourth with Hannibal on top of Camp Point Central, 42-27.
At Logan Agri-Service, we understand your success starts from the ground up. That's why we've been your trusted partner in agriculture since 1962. From top quality seed and cover crops to fertilizer, crop protection chemicals, and petroleum products, we have you covered. At Logan Ag, we take pride in providing you quality products at competitive prices with service that exceeds expectations. Call us today at 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit loganag.com.
Case IH has been in Innovators for over 30 years.
Case IH has, a great brand of equipment, various product lines from little tractors to big farm equipment.
Case IH is the only one that we've ever had, and it's definitely the customer service that we get from Case.
They're probably one of the top brands as far as it goes with innovation. Keeps growing our business as well, and we have great products and people behind it.
42-27. Hannibal has stretched out the lead. Central 12 of 31, 38%, 0 of 4 from the arc, 2 of 5 from the free throw line, 17 of 33 for Hannibal, 52%, 4 of 11 from the arc, 4 of 7 from the free throw line. Hannibal's turned it over 15 times, as has Central, but Central 5 of those in that quarter.
Central had cut it down pretty close. Went to a 1-point game, I think, at one point.
Sure did.
25-24, if I remember right.
Correct.
Pretty good memory. Has not been great for the Panthers since then. 17-3 run. And now a turnover as Houston unable to corral the kind of short hop pass. Out of bounds to the Hannibal Pirates. As Bradford will look to bring it up. Oh, he traveled. Goodness, he went to pass it. He even knew he traveled, and the referees weren't looking. Out top, Douglas, as they play on to Bradford on the right side. Looks for an opening. Out top, Douglas now. Reverses the ball over to Washington. He'll try the dribble drive inside. Shot up on the run is no good, but he's fouled and he'll shoot 2.
Houston will pick up his 3rd foul. Free throws by Washington. First one no good.
LSSD Trucking, 3D Leasing, 217-285-2808. Trucking for all of your needs. See the Dunham boys and their professional team at LSSD Trucking and 3D Leasing.
Washington's second is Money. He's got 9.
16-point advantage for the Pirates as they build on their biggest lead of the ball game. They have wreaked havoc on this end of the court on the defensive side, though. They've turned a lot of these turnovers into points. Kestner with it across the way to Houston for a 3. Deep ball won't fall through. Douglas skies high for another board. Bradford with it into the front court, has it poked away, stolen away. Ippenson on the run the other way. He's got it stripped from behind and stolen right back as Holiday gets the steal. He'll give it ahead to Washington. He wants to drive in against Niekamp, and they'll say Niekamp got him with the body, and he'll shoot 2.
It'll be Caden Niekamp's third foul of the ball game. 6:51 left, 43-27. Washington back to the free throw line where he's 3 for 4, has 9 points. Just one free throw away from double figures, and there it came. 44-27.
Central brings Colton Lockett into the game for the first time. Also, Wes Homan returns. On the other side, Hannibal with Christian Nyson, the 6'3 sophomore, back in.
Don't forget about Reels Concrete Ornaments. Great Christmas presents. Easy to wrap.
They're like lawn ornaments more so than the ones you hang on the tree. If you hang those on the tree, the branches are going to be really strong.
Really strong.
Real strong trees.
Real nice. 6:47 to play. Homan to Lockett. Lockett's a sophomore, getting his first minutes of the evening. Now Niekamp looks for an opening on the baseline. Has already used the bounce. In some trouble, and we'll call a push.
That will go against Nyson. Christian Nyson will pick up the foul.
Huh.
Niekamp added to it by throwing the ball off of his body, and it bounced out of bounds. So he got the foul and got the harm at the same time, right? It hurt.
Inbounds pass to Kessner. He'll pull up for a jump shot. It is good. As he got it to roll through.
He's got 7.
Haven't been too many easy buckets, though, for Camp Point Central. Even that shot that Kessner made, it was a tough shot, highly contested. Washington drives, kicks to the wing. Holiday lets the man fly by. He'll drive in through the contact and in for 2.
His first 2 of the game.
47-29. Biggest lead of the contest right now for the Pirates. Lockett with it out front. Bradford pokes it away, and Washington steals it. Washington able to corral it, drives down the court, count the bucket, and one as Darian Washington with a chance for the three-point play.
13 for him. Makes it 49-29, a 20-point game. Game that was 25-24 at one time.
Hannibal just does a nice job of being able to get that ball and put a little English on it on those finishes despite playing through a little contact. They do a nice job with it.
24-5 run since then. Washington completes that. He's got 14, and he's 5 for 6 from the free throw line.
Bennett Straube is back into the game, the freshman. Lockett with it for the Panthers into the corner. That's to Hoosier. Tries to throw through the double team, and it's stolen away by Straube. Then he's tripped up and taken to the court. Foul whistled on Kessner, his second of the contest. And the team, what do we have, guys? 4? For Central?
I believe that is correct.
Yeah, I think that's right.
So you can see quite a few free throws shot in this fourth quarter. There's still 5:30 to play.
Yeah, I don't know if that's right or not. I'm totally guessing.
Here's a drive in by Holiday. Ball knocked away and out of bounds. It'll stay with Hannibal on the baseline. Nice it on the inbounds. Works it out front to Richards. To Holiday. Tiptoes along the sideline. To Richards. Drives right in. Tried the dunk. Hit it off the back of the iron. No good, but he got up in a hurry.
Whew. Guys in the truck caught that one at least.
Lockett with it into the corner. That's to Hoosier. He'll launch a deep ball. It's off the back of the rim. No good. And the rebound pulled in by Nyson. Straube on the dribble into the front court. He'll drive coast to coast, put it up on the right-hand runner-up, and good. Bennett Straube.
7 for him now.
Hannibal has really been in control this second half. Homan out to Hoosier. Pirates picked up the dribble. Turnovers have been a big part of this second half especially. As we see Iltz come back into the game and sit down Hoosier. Almost one of the highlights of the shootout on that missed dunk, Brian.
Had a few dunks earlier this week from Chase Smith from Keokuk.
Yeah, he had a few that were pretty solid.
Chris York's going to send him a Christmas present. They were so good, I think.
I think Wyatt DeGrave had a solid dunk in their win as well. Here's a nice take in. Braxton Kestner, another 2. Give him 9 in the contest.
Correct.
He's just a freshman. If you're not familiar with Camp Point Central's roster, just one senior in knee camp, a couple of juniors, and everybody else sophomores and freshmen to make up the roster for Coach James Barnett. As this ball stolen away. Homan on the run into the front court. Able to corral it now and give it out top to Kestner. And there's some upside with these youngsters. They've got to continue to grow and develop at the varsity level and not get too discouraged. That's the biggest part. You're playing against guys sometimes 2-3 years older than you. Lockett pulls up for a long 2, no good. Nyson with the rebound. Locke will walk it up for the Pirates. 3:45 to play. And Central, even though their record not great, they've played some really tight contests.
When Central is able to kind of make it a little bit of a gritty dogfight, keep the scoring low, they've always found themselves in an opportunity to win.
3-point shot, no good by Locke. Bockold had the rebound for Camp Point Central. As Kestner gets to the free throw line, launches there, in and out, no good. Locke has another board for the Pirates. Now the ball knocked loose in the backcourt. Kestner trying to get the steal. Good hustle there. As he's on the floor after it, he will sit down as Ippenson comes back in. Locke will be the man to throw it in. Less than 3 minutes to play. Stay tuned for the Logan Ag post-game show at the completion of this one. We'll have a wrap-up for this contest, some final thoughts on the shootout as a whole, and we'll name our player of the game as traveling the call, the official tells us. And a turnover will head the ball back the way of Camp Point Central. Homan brings the ball toward the front court. Throws it out to Iltz, who's given this team some pretty good minutes in the ball game, in my opinion. Now as Ippenson gets it underneath, he kind of got knocked off balance, shot no good. Iltz gets the rebound, had to try to save it in, and it's into the hands of Ben Richards for Hannibal. Ball comes out to Locke. Kind of a tough game for Ippenson to really be involved in scoring-wise. Guarded by a guy he's given up, 4 or 5 inches in height to. Here's a shot put up, it's no good. Iltz with a rebound, and Bradford, they'll say, on the bump on the board.
I think you find in Ippenson he has to be the distributor, which takes him away from the offense, and they're hoping some other guys will develop and get him on a wing down the road.
Well, we get the shot clock didn't start. We'll take the ball out of bounds on the sideline. We haven't seen Cruz Miles tonight. I don't know if he's under the weather, but I don't see him on the bench. He's a guy that plays quite a bit for Central. We saw them at the Thanksgiving tournament. As here's Bockold again, finishing through contact, and it's the second or third time we've seen that from that young man here tonight.
Got 9 points, chance to be in double figures, and when he gets the ball down there, I don't know if you're strong enough to stop him, no matter who you are.
Just did a nice job of getting the defender off his feet, just held just enough to get him up and played through it. Tough cat.
Free throw will not fall.
Nice and kept it alive for his teammate Locke to bring in. 1:40 to play. Here's a drive by Richards. Lost it on the way up. They'll say that's because somebody's hand was on him. And Richards will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Ben Richards is a 6'3" junior.
5 points in the night, 0 for 1 from the free throw line.
Able to connect on that one, though.
6 on the evening for him now.
And can't get the second to fall. Rebound comes into the hands of Iltz for Camp Point Central. Pass down low. Iltz was in a double team. They'll actually say it stays on this end with Camp Point Central as the ball was deflected by the Pirates out of bounds. Inbounds to Iltz. Now Ippenson out front. Thanks for Homan in the corner. He'll try to feed the post and bumped and fouled as Iltz. Richards will be called for this one. No free throws yet, as it'll be the 4th team foul on the Pirates. But the next one would result in free throws with 1:20 to play. Lockett with it on the corner. Now to Ippenson. Right back to that right wing. Pestered there by Bradford. Homan gets it. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Ippenson going to spin back to the middle. A little up and under. Nice take to the rim by Ippenson.
6 in the night for him.
There are flashes of really, really good play out of this Camp Point Central squad.
Well, you talked about it, Charlie. They've been able to be in close games, and little plays like that, you kind of see why they can sometimes, as we'll get a travel call here against the Pirates. We'll take a look at that last basket here on the Northwestern Mutual replay, but opportunities like that where if Central can piece together a few extra things, make a couple of extra stops, find themselves in the win column on a night where maybe they weren't favored.
35 seconds to play. As the Panthers will try to maybe find another score put on the board here. Lockett underneath. He will leave it out top to Bachhold. Iltz on the wing, left side, 3 ball off the mark. Nyson with the rebound, and with 15 seconds to play, the shot clock turned off, and Hannibal can just dribble this one out. Final of the ball game going to be a 53-35 win for the Hannibal Pirates over the Camp Point Central Panthers. Both teams played very physically. A lot of good sportsmanship in this one. Always like to see that. We take you to the Logan Ag post-game show with final stats and our player of the game next.
At Logan Agri-Service, we understand your success starts from the ground up. That's why we've been your trusted partner in agriculture since 1962. From top quality seed and cover crops to fertilizer, crop protection chemicals, and petroleum products, we have you covered. At Logan Ag, we take pride in providing you quality products at competitive prices with service that exceeds expectations. Call us today at 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit loganag.com.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairie Land FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Welcome back on the Logan Ag postgame show. Final score in the contest, a win for the Hannibal Pirates, 52-35 over the Camp Point Central Panthers. A close contest there for about 2.5 quarters, but Hannibal really imposed their will in the latter half of the third, turned Camp Point Central over several times, got it in transition, really did a lot of things well on their side to win this contest as the Pirates win the final game of this 2025 Rumble on the River.
53-35 the final. Hannibal was 20 of 41, 48%, 4-13 from the arc, 30.7, 7 of 16, 43.8%, turned the ball over 19 times, had 22 rebounds, 15 points for Zach Locke, 14 for Darian Washington. Christian Douglas ended up with 9 points and 11 rebounds, 7 for Bennett Straube, 2 for Reed Holiday, gives 6 to Ben Richard on the evening for their total of 53. On the other side for Camp Point Central, 16 of 41, 39%, 0 of 8 from the arc, 2 of 6 from the free throw line. They pulled down 19 rebounds, 9 points for Colin Bachhold off the bench, Braxton Kessner, the freshman, with 9. 6 points for Luke Eppenson, a single point for Caden Niekamp, 4 points for Corbin Hoosier and Noah Iltz, and 2 for Luke Houston. Central loses the game 53-35.
Time to name our player of the game. It's presented by Edward Jones financial advisor Derek Harris. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, parents, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this, and that's why Derek Harris proudly supports the player of the game sponsorship on Central Illinois Sports. And how about the day from young Mr. Zach Locke, shooting his team into a victory. A lot of good things outside of just the scoring side for him as well. Really a calming force for this Pirate squad who picks up the victory over Camp Point Central. Well, a shootout that started back on Tuesday, now in the books, Brian. 20 games in, and we made it through, and a lot of good basketball, some better than others, but overall a pretty positive experience here at John Wood Community College at the Muddy River Sports Rumble on the River.
We've got to see some great players like Charlie Spoonster, some of the great QND players, of course, and some of the great West Plains players, Francis Howell. We got to see Chloe Nicholson, of course, and Jada Brown from Quincy High today, Jackson Clark from Keokuk, and a lot of great local players, too, as we were able to showcase Sawyer Allen early in the week from Mendon Unity, a great all-around athlete, along with a lot of other great local talent. Not a bad little event here.
Glad the folks at John Wood Community College had us. We enjoyed bringing it to you. Hopefully you enjoyed viewing throughout the week. For Jack, John, Jacob, Brian, and a host of other folks who have helped us throughout the week, I'm Charlie Hull, thanking you for joining us